3, 2. Hey there everybody, I am VQ MasterDalK and I'm here with another replay cast. As always, going to be joined with the wonderful observer Curran. This one's going to be between Soviet Gaming's Gemini and Infinity 7's Mike. It's going to be another PvZ on Akalon Wastes. And getting into the game now. Going to be spawning on top of our Protoss player from Soviet Gaming, the person who gave me this replay. It is Gemini. And over on the top left we have our red Zerg from Infinity 7. It is Mike. And of course he is not to be confused with Team Liquid's Dota 2 player iS.Mike 88. This is StarCraft 2 Infinity 7 Mike. And he is a very good player, as well as Gemini. And we're going to be getting into here now. Right now it looks like Mike has opted to go hatch before pool. And so far it looks like Gemini's still just going to be walling off. Has gone Nexus for Forge. Double gas can be taken. Probably going to be seeing some Stargate play coming out of our Protoss player Gemini. And pretty quick third base for Mike right now. So it seems he is going to be shooting for that mid to late game area, or he just wants lots of gas and might be doing something like Mutas, or again hitting that mid to late game to get something like Vipers. And if you don't know what Vipers are, they are this very cool snake, this flying snake thing for Zergs that have this ridiculously long tongue that can stick on to enemy units and pull them. So basically it's this unit that has a sticky tongue and licks opposing units. And also, they also barf on opposing units and brings their range down to 1. Analogies for the win. Especially gross ones like that. Right now, Mike just going to be getting up a Roach Warren. Of course, Roach is very good versus Protoss, as they deal extra damage versus armored units. Mothership Core is now out for our Protoss player Gemini. And it's just going to be flying around with that spinning eye thing in his whatever it's in. Twilight Council going to be coming out for Gemini here. And that does mean that Gemini might be trying to go for some Dark Templar or early High Templar play. Most likely Dark Templar, just because of the fact that you need a lot of gateways and a lot of buffer to be able to use High Templar very effectively. 3 more gateways getting thrown down, so it's most likely going to be Dark Templar. It's going to be rather surprising though, as there is no real forward pylon as of yet, and it's for sure going to be DTs, as there is a Dark Shrine just now getting thrown down. Blink also getting researched as well, so it's probably going to be a sort of DT where it's like, I'm going to use as many, I'm going to use 4 DTs, I'm going to deal as much damage as I can, and he's gonna just try and deal as much damage as possible and then transition into N7 gate all in. So this might not be just a 48 DT rush, it might actually be a 7 gate all in. Now right now it seems pretty effective, as there are only the first few roaches coming out just now. He's going to be hitting just a little bit late, but of course that is because of the fact that the Dark Shrine is on the way. Blink and +2 ground weapons, of course. So those roaches, as much as Mike would think, like, oh, I'm gonna deal so much damage, his roaches are gonna be dying pretty quickly. DTs with +2 are also very, very deadly. The first 4 DTs just get warped in over on the bottom center side of the map. One Zergling running right past them. And right now, it looks like these 4 DTs going to be heading in. Actually, only 3. And 1 to the natural, 1 to the third, 1 to the main. So many DTs. Overseers are getting morphed in right now, but already so much damage is being dealt at all 3 bases. And Mike can't really do much. 9 workers killed, 10 workers killed, 11. Right now, just 11, 12. Gemini has already dealt so much damage. 13 has another DT, and of course, with the Dark Shrine tech available, you can always make the DTs for Archons. And with this robotics facility on the way, it's going to be so good for Gemini right now. 17 workers killed, bringing him up 57 probes to 46 drones. It was very well done by Gemini. He did lose all but one of those 4 DTs, but still, he's dealt so much damage. Circling run by coming into the natural right now. How many workers are they gonna kill? 1. Not so much. 1 is not a lot. 2 workers killed, but now all these other units showing up and killing everything. 5 workers killed in total, 17 killed by Gemini, and again, those +2, it just helped so much with those DTs. Only 1 DT had to be used to kill drones so quickly. The last DT did just try to go in, but sadly it was not able to, as the Overseers are now with the roaches. A hallucinated Phoenix is heading across the map right now. It's going to be getting some scouting on. Hydralisk then is on the way, as well as +1 missile attacks. But it's not Sky Toss, and it's Colossus. That is not very good for our Zerg player here. It's going to be Roach Hydra. Most likely, I expect Vipers to be coming out, because if it's Roach Hydra Viper, the Vipers, again, just lick up all of those Colossus, bring them over towards the Hydras and the Roaches, and then they just die. Right? And the Vipers, they're going to be pretty much crucial. Right now, it looks like +3 going to be on the way. Immortals are getting cranked out by Gemini here. And the third base is up. He is still ahead in workers by 3. Is down in the income, as the 4th base is going to be getting taken soon. And now Mike is up to 71 drones. So right now it looks like both players just going to be utilizing fake units so much for scouting. It's 3 changelings heading across the map, going to get spotted, and this one hallucinated Phoenix on patrol, going to be seeing all of dem Zergy units. The first Colossus is almost done. Thermal Lab's the only halfway done, of course. Right now Gemini is on +2 ground weapons, while Mike only on +0, +1 about to finish up. +1 carapace has been researched already. +1 armor also has been researched already. So both players, currently Gemini with the upgrade lead, and now the first Colossus is out right now. No Vipers, just Roach Hydra, plus some Overseers, just in case of more DTs. But right now it looks like it's in Gemini's favor at the moment. Mike does have a 30 supply lead, but I'd have to say, as soon as Thermal Alliance finishes up, which is now it's going to be so much easier for Gemini to deal with this. Storm also going to be coming out now, so Colossus plus Storm is just so good if controlled properly. Right now, group spines are getting researched. That does mean that Mike will have more range for his Hydras and Roaches. And the Hive on the way, and of course Vipers, as I learned today, are Hive tech. I keep getting confused by Beta. The Beta, so confusing, like, Sometimes I think, oh, Siege Tanks still need Siege mode, but that might have just been me having played Brood War quite a bit lately. But whatever it is, again, Vipers do come as soon as you get a hive. So, Mike right now is just setting up a big concave, but of course if he doesn't hit soon, Storm will be finished. +3 is done, Charge on the way, Storm almost finished, and the third Colossi gonna be coming out soon. +2 Immortals out already, Gemini looking very good, already ahead in supply. 5 Evolution Chambers. I'm not sure why you need 5 Evolution Chambers, Mike. Yeah, they could be for the consumability, but it seems rather redundant, even if they are just for Vipers. So I mean, you could always do it on like the extractors or something. Anyways, right now it looks like Mike gonna be pulling back. The Vipers have just popped out and with their snaky tails and their long tongues going to be consuming, yes, on the evolution chambers. So these were just sacrificial drones, well, sacrificial larvae made into sacrificial drones, made into sacrificial evolution chambers for the Vipers to just eat. And while this is going on, our Protoss player Gemini is moving forward throughout the map. 2 Stargates on the way, Spire on the way for Mike now, as the Hive Tech is out, so we will most likely be seeing some Broodlords eventually. And yes, the Greater Spire on the way, 3-3 on the way, and now Gemini will have to engage this army again. The Vipers, they can pull in the Colossus. All 3 Colossus get abducted and immediately die. Nice feedbacks. 1 Colossus living with 16 health. Hero Colossus. So much. But of course, with the storms now out, the Colossi start getting less and less use. Of course, yes, they are always good at hitting off all the Hydras, but again, also now with the Void Rays on the way, and the possible Fleet Beacon will just be so much easier for AoE to come out of Gemini for the rest of this game. Another robotics facility is getting made, so it looks like he will be content with continuing the Colossus production. That isn't always a bad thing, but it's just become so much harder now with the Vipers gonna be coming out. And it looks like another engagement. Oh, the Viper's not there. The last Colossus will be able to hit off quite a bit. Nice feedbacks on all of the Vipers. The last Colossus will get abducted, but not even get killed off. And the blinding clouds did go off, but everything just kind of moved forward, and the storms were just so good that everything died, and now Gemini going to be pushing forward. Mike going to be building 26 Hydras, 24 Roaches, already maxed again. But right now, looks like Mike still going to be retaining 3 Vipers, that it will be good. Again, they've lost so much health from the feedbacks, and the fact that 4 of them died from the feedbacks is going to be such a nuisance. And now it looks like Gemini going to be pushing on over towards the 3rd base. Oh, the Templar are caught out of position, going to be morphing into an Archon. Without the storms, this will be very difficult to engage. Nice blink micro, saving so many of the Stalkers. The Void Ray will engage prismatic alignment, but it will be dying to the Hydras. And now it looks like Gemini going to be on the run while killing off the 5th base of Mike with some Zealot weapons. But again, Gemini is losing so much of his main force right now. And it looks like Gemini going to be losing this last Colossus. More Zealots are getting warped in, more Void Rays, and +2 shields almost finished up. There is this one random Colossi that is just kind of hanging out by the robotics facility. Nice storm on the Hydras there. The Void Rays getting first shot on the Vipers. Nice feedbacks as well. Blinding Clouds will go off, but it doesn't even matter because the space is so open that the Protoss can just micro out of the Blinding Cloud. And Mike going to be defeated. And is Gemini going to be winning this game versus Infinity 7's Mike? Again, I am VQ MasterDalK here with another replay cast for the Vexic YouTube. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, follow Vexic on Twitter, which is @Vexicom. If you don't know how to spell Vexicom, it is the same spelling as the YouTube username. It's also right there on the overlay for you. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is @MasterDalK, and of course the wonderful Curran, my observer, on Twitter, which is @CurranTV. That's @KURENTV. Thank you for watching this replay cast, and see you in the next video.